Extra, extra. Taurus, read all about it. This is all about you. This is your weekly oracle and tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries. It's not a horoscope, it's an energy reading. So this is wherever Taurus energy influences your life, your natal chart, or you could be dealing with a Taurus. There's a new Taurus video every single week. So please subscribe, ring that bell so you'll get notified when I upload all your favorite content. I always recommend that if Taurus is your sun sign, you be watching your rising sign and your moon sign as well, because those can provide some really necessary insights and sometimes you resonate with them more. Now, there's always an extended video every single week and you can go through them. They come to you at the time they're supposed to come to you. Please do click the link below and you'll get taken right over. Those are full tarot card spreads that articulate and pull out details and specifics from the energies we pick up on here, and all of them include a romance-specific interpretation and extension to the energies we pick up on here. So let's get right into it. Taurus, let's start with your crowning energy. We start with your crowning energy in order to understand what's affecting everything in your life right now. And then your central energy, which is the core of your challenges. And then, of course, finally, we'll get to the root energy, your grounding energy, which is what's going to help you, the energy that's going to help you through. So the energy that came out, your crowning energy, is be loyal to what you love. Your loyalty itself could be what's causing you problems these days, but there is a sense of knowing exactly where you want to be and who you want to be around. Having found your soul tribe and having also being... wanting to take care of them, wanting to take care of the people that you feel like you really belong to. This is unconditional love. This is 100% loyalty. It's not in question. It is finding that right space and doing right by it. That could be a very small group that you're a part of, or your family, but this is a sense of sticking to it. Okay, this is the thing with this energy is you first have to know what it is that you love this much. Right? And that's what this is. This is an energy that is positive. It has made up its mind already. So this is a sense of really getting down to business with those things that you are most devoted to. Throwing away all the superfluous, getting rid of all the things that don't matter, and really remaining true. This could be about in the midst of division, in the midst of challenge, sticking by somebody's side or having somebody stick by yours. And that loyalty is standing out for some reason right now. It's making a big impact on your life. It could be a pillar of not only your character, but what you need to lean on right now, what you need to depend on. So this is an energy. Of course, this energy could also mean, and Sagittarius got similar energy, though it was accompanied by another card. So this is more pure energy, but this is a sense of, it could be a puppy dog, somebody who is following you around. They're not bad energy, it's not negative energy. Could be slightly obsessive, but there is 100% devotion from them to you. So if you're experiencing that with somebody or feeling like, a little bit of a burden because somebody is too reliant on you or dependent upon you, that could be part of what's we'll see that and see if that's part of the challenges this week. Because this is an energy that is basically just all about something that's full on, and it's lovely and it's beautiful. But it can also get to be irritating. So we'll see how the rest of the energies play out. Oh shit. Lots of energy coming out, Taurus. Okay. Lots of cards. And they're a little bit of a mess, I can tell you that right now. It's a little bit messy. So let's get to it. Central to your energy. Your central energy is be generous of spirit. So this is forward. So you're being kind. You're being good to somebody. This is also loyalty. Strong sense of self, a fixed sense of self, a competence in standing by what it is you love and the people who are closest to you, your pride, your, this is loyalty. Leo is one of the most loyal signs aside from Cancer. But Leo doesn't have that like puppy dog mentality about it. You know, something along the lines of that codependent mentality about it. Like it needs your approval. That's why it's unconditionally loving. Now, this is a sense that it has confidence. There's a sense of pride, taking pride in what you do, taking pride in who you're around, and taking pride in this person or this group. There is a sense of confidence in it, as well as admiration for it, and complete and total devotion to it, sticking by it, standing strong. That's central to your energy. It's also 3 + 7, which is 10, the energy of completion. So knowing who you are, knowing where you stand, and knowing who's important to you and that you're important to them. Okay. So what's the challenge here? Trust in divine detours, being separated from those things that you love the most, having them denied to you, or having challenges getting them to you or getting to them, a sense of having to circumnavigate every situation and it being feeling almost like a wild goose chase. You know what you want, you know how to get there, but there's a sense of there's always another challenge, there's always another obstacle, there's always something else being thrown in your path, right? This is Sagittarius energy. So it could be, I don't know if you're dealing with the Sagittarius because they had very similar be loyal to what you love energy. It could be a sense of if you're dealing with somebody who doesn't want you as much as you want them, they're throwing obstacles in your path. But the reason is because they don't feel as comfortable and they haven't come to the same conclusion as you. So there is a sense of if you respect them, back up. The reason why they're putting you on a wild goose chase is because they need space. And this could be what you're feeling too, something like that. It's like you need space. It's not that you don't care. It's not that you're not even on the same path, but there's a sense of too much is too much. And so the obstacles are actually a way to bide yourself some time. But this, I feel, with your energy is more about really being irritated that so many obstacles are putting in your path, that you've had to take so many detours because there are so many roadblocks. You know what you want, and you know you're just ready to be there. Reclaim your power. So this is draining you. All these obstacles and all these roadblocks are draining you. And it's like you have a right to this. I don't think it's a sense of entitlement, but it's a sense of ownership. This is what you know what you want to be. You know who you want to be. This is a sense of something emerging, always something emerging to challenge, or you're watching and you're protecting and making sure that things don't harm or get in the way or more things don't happen. But there is some sense of feeling like of coming back in and being able to finally step back into yourself after you've been put on a wild goose chase so many times. Slow and steady wins the race. What did I just tell you? That's that energy of just like go with the current, ride the current, go with the flow, be prepared for the worst, but basically ride the wave. That's what this is. This is slow moving energy. 6 + 2, that adds up to 8. That means your destiny is coming. It's almost like destiny in slow motion. It's not a point in time. It's a series of points in time. So it's like, yes, you have to go through all these steps. Yes, it has to take this long. That is the greatest obstacle and the greatest challenge right now, Taurus, is that things are taking this long. But it's supposed to be that way. So believe in the journey, enjoy the journey. Try putting your focus on the journey itself instead of actually getting there is going to be a lot more helpful than feeling disappointed every single day because you're not at the end point where you want to be. Be playful. Find something to be joyous about. Don't take things so personally. 5 + 1 is the energy of 6 that has to do with partnership, maybe even love and romance. This could be just you wanting to take things slow and be light about it. This is Gemini energy. So this is Gemini season. A sense of, can we not put so much pressure on this right now? Can we just enjoy ourselves and enjoy the now? That's what air signs think of. They think of right now. You have more sort of far-reaching energy, more make a long-term commitment, let me know where I am kind of energy. You could be dealing with somebody who's a lot more lighthearted, or this could be you. But this is the energy of staying lighthearted is a key ingredient to getting what you want right now. Because being too heavy and insisting on too much is going to make somebody not trust you. Love is all around. This is Gemini energy. You're falling in love with somebody who is not like you at all. And it's going to be a lot of difficult communications here. I don't think that it's impossible. It's just learning each other's language, because this is light and airy language. This is a sense of maybe having many different options, seeing many different people, and being okay with that, of changing who you're with, dating who you're with, changing positions, and not taking it as an offense to who you are or a hit to your self-worth or your value. This is just about getting to know people right now, getting to know new people, getting to know new situations, and getting comfortable with the sort of revolving door. It's like, think of that episode from Elf. I know. You remember that episode? You remember, not episode, that scene from Elf. Remember where Will Ferrell, Elf, is just going around and around and around and around and around in the revolving door? That's what it is. It's like, don't be offended that this is a revolving door. Enjoy it. Play. Be playful. This is not the time. This is a time to go slow. Take things slow, and don't expect too much right now, because it's not going to happen. You're not going to be in that end zone as quickly as you want. And if you put that pressure on yourself or this situation, it's going to really hurt it. All about collaboration. Don't rush things. Don't do it. This is about learning how to work together, not even working together yet. Learning how to work together, as well as finding who really works with you, finding who is the right person for you, finding who's the right team, or, choosing the right roommates or things like that. It's like, I know you want to walk into the situation and just, lay down your bedrock right away. That's not this time. That's not this circumstance. That's not what it's for. It's about playing, interacting, deciding, dating, interviewing. It's about dipping your toe in, but not expecting too much. And I know this crowning energy is almost the challenging energy, because there's this sense of knowing what you want so bad and knowing what's going to make you happy so badly, that what you're being asked to do and how you're being asked to behave is just really bothersome to you. There's no choice but to give yourself over to it. Grounding your energy. Yes, don't worry, we're going to get into more details with the tarot reading. Grounding your energy. Take a leap of faith. You don't want to. This is a sense of knowing what you want. You don't need to go any further. This is a sense of appreciating, because it's still a card of good fortune, but this is learning to appreciate what you have right now, and knowing that it's not in the movement or in the great leap or the great exaggerated expressions or outward demonstrations, but in just the continuity and the patience. This is a card that says wait, because you're already blessed. And you're actually a lot closer to your end game than you think, as long as you're patient. I mean, that's what it is. It's a card of patience. Set healthy boundaries for yourself, to not go too far above and beyond or do too much. And also to not overwhelm yourself with a sense of too much of a burden, because this is a very burdened energy. This is also Cancerian energy. A sense of taking things too personally, too heavy, holding them too close to your heart, and defending yourself against it. In other words, don't make so many decisions. By literally learning how to form healthy boundaries, healthy ones, knowing what's too much, knowing what's too exaggerated, like giving too much, or not giving enough, not showing. No, it's not about that. Life is speeding up. It's not. It's slow. Things are taking a while to come together. Why? Because not everything is gelling. You feel right now like you're walking through quicksand. But the truth is, because this is in your grounding position, the truth of the matter is that's your way through. That's your way through. Your way out is through. That's the only way. So slow down. The slowness, the trust, the faith that you have to build is actually building you up. feel like there's more energy that I need to read for you. Know your own worth. Don't try to dress yourself up in other people's, don't try to hide your stink. It's not about hiding who you are or denying what it is that really matters to you. You can take the perfume off. You don't have to pretend. Oh, I understand. I think that you've made a decision that's a little bit too quick, which is odd for you. This is almost you the universe trying to get you to return back to Taurus, because somehow you've taken you made a huge decision about what you want and you haven't thought it out in the way that you normally do. The universe is trying to give you back yourself, your sense of self, your sense of who you are. Get back to what makes sense, which is to just be slower with this. Slow down this process. Be a little bit more defensive. Don't leap. Be patient. Assess the situation before you give your whole self over to it. This is a little bit of a warning. A sense of I don't think you know or have taken the time to get to know exactly what it is you're getting into. There's more information that you need, and you have to just be light, not take things so freaking seriously, especially when it comes to partnerships, collaborations, or romances. Don't take it so seriously. Move a little bit slower. That's what I was saying with that energy. It's a little bit too puppy dog already. It's a little bit too much. You haven't asked the questions, but you've given your whole self over. There's more that needs to come out. Let me flip this camera around so I can review the energy with you. Okay, so I'm going to try to condense this, just move it in a little bit. So, there's a lot of finding yourself again, reestablishing your sense of self, maybe having gone too far away from who you are and giving too much of your sense of self over just to fit in. Right? This is a sense of slow it down. This is actually a blessing in disguise, because you've made decisions where you haven't fully considered your whole self-worth. Maybe you just interpreted them as a little bit better than they were. It's asking you the question, do you really know who you're dealing with and what you're getting into? Because you want to rush in, but part of the wanting to rush in is also not wanting to know and not wanting to check. And maybe even not wanting to acknowledge that the decision wasn't such a great one. So this slowing you down is actually to help you out and bring you back to a stronger sense and more powerful sense of self, Taurus. Now, yes, I'm going to go to tarot. We're going to get these details that you so desperately want, and I know you do, and they're necessary. Also, you're going to get the romance reading over there as well. The link is in the description box below. I will see you guys over there.